Welcome back to mechanics topic number 4. In this video, we are going to discuss about equation of motion of a rotating body, as well as we are going to derive these three equations of motion step by step along with the theory and with the help of integration, and for both accelerated as well as for retarded motion. So let's start today's topic, that equation of motion of rotating body for both accelerated and for retarded motion. For a rotating body, there are the three equation of motion. First equation of motion given by omega equals to omega naught plus alpha t, and second equation is given by theta equals to omega naught t plus half alpha t square, and third equation of motion of rotating body given by omega square equals to omega naught square minus 2 alpha theta. One important notation regarding these three equations: here the plus, here the plus, and here is the plus. When the plus is written, it stands for accelerated motion, and if it is written minus, then it stands for retarded motion. So these three equations can be designed for both accelerated as well as retarded motion. In this equation, omega naught stands for initial angular velocity, and omega stands for final angular velocity, and theta stands for angular displacement, and t stands for time, and alpha stands for angular acceleration. Now let us derive this equation of motion of rotating body. As I said you, these are the three equation of motion of a rotating body. Omega equals to omega naught plus alpha t, theta equals to omega naught t plus half alpha t square, and omega square equals to omega naught square minus 2 alpha theta. So these are the three equation of motion of a rotating body. Let us derive these equations one by one. Let us now derive the first equation of motion, that is omega equals to omega naught plus alpha t. Suppose this boy is riding the wheel, and omega naught is the initial angular velocity, and omega equals to final angular velocity. As the time passes, the angular velocity will change from one value to another value. Let us say that t equals to time taken to change the angular velocity. Now, what is angular acceleration? Angular acceleration, that is nothing but alpha, is equals to rate of change of angular velocity. Rate of change of angular velocity divided by time taken. This is the formula for angular acceleration. So alpha equals to rate of change of angular velocity, that is final velocity minus initial velocity divided by time t. Now cross multiplying, alpha t equals to omega minus omega naught implies alpha t plus omega naught is equals to omega, implies omega equals to omega naught plus alpha t. This is required first equation of rotational motion, first equation of rotating body. Now the second equation of rotating body is theta equals to omega naught t plus half alpha t square. Now this equation we can easily obtain by using integration. To derive this relationship, we assume that the starting angle is theta equals to 0, and after some time the wheel will move through an angle theta. So this is the angle theta, and the wheel is moving through angle theta in time t. So it is moving from theta equals to 0 to another angle theta in time t. So t is the time. This is a basic assumption for this deriving this equation. So we are using the idea that is rate of change of angular displacement is equals to angular velocity. So it is now a differential equation. Solving this differential equation, we get d theta equals to omega dt, integrating both sides, integration of d theta, integration of omega dt. Now left side, we require to take the limits of angle, that is theta equals to 0 to theta equals to final angle is theta. And right side, we have to take the limits of time, so time from 0 to t. And in place of omega, we can write omega naught plus alpha t, that is nothing but first equation of rotational motion. Here integration of 1 d theta is theta and limits are 0 to theta, so applying upper limit minus lower limit. In RHS, integrating with respect to t, that is time, integration of omega naught is omega naught t, alpha as it is because it is constant, and integration of t is the t square divided by 2, so we get theta equals to, now applying limit, upper limit is t, so in place of t only t will come, and half alpha t square, this is nothing but second equation of motion of a rotating body. Now let us derive third equation of motion, that is omega square equals to omega naught square minus 2 alpha theta. Now what is the concept? The concept is angular acceleration alpha equals to rate of change of angular velocity, that is d omega by dt. Now multiplying and dividing by d theta, so alpha equals to d omega by d theta, rearranging, and d theta by dt, and d theta by dt nothing but omega, implies alpha equals to d omega by d theta multiplied by omega, which can be written as omega multiplied by d omega by d theta equals to alpha. Now it is a differential equation. This differential equation can be solved by using method of variable separable. So this can be written as a d omega into d omega equals to alpha multiplied by d theta. Now integrating both sides, and here initial value of omega is omega naught and final value is omega, and for angle the initial value is 0 and final value of angle is theta because the body is moving through angle theta in time t. Now integrating left side from omega naught to omega d omega and RHS, integrating 0 to theta alpha d theta. Integration of omega is omega square divided by 2 and limits are from omega naught to omega and alpha is constant. Integration of 1 d theta is theta and limits are 0 to theta. Half is taken outside, applying limit omega square minus omega naught square equals to alpha. Here applying limit at RHS, theta minus 0. So omega square minus omega naught square equals to 2 alpha theta. So which can be written as omega square equals to omega naught square plus 2 alpha theta. This is the equation of motion of a rotating body. Now we have got the plus here. So this is for accelerated motion, body undergoing acceleration. So this is for accelerated motion. And suppose you write there minus like this, then this equation can be utilized for retarded motion. So equation of motion of a rotating body we can classify into two parts, for accelerated motion and for retarded motion. For accelerated motion, the plus symbol before alpha, wherever the alpha is there, the plus symbol is there. And for retarded motion, there is a minus here. Before, wherever the alpha is there is a minus. Before that, the minus symbol is utilized. So these are the equation of motion of rotating body